Why do you like Pokémon? It's a question that most Pokémon fans are asked at some point in their fanhood, either by others or by themselves. After all, the main series Pokémon games are not exactly known for their difficulty. They may have their moments, Whitney's Miltank, but in general, people don't play Pokémon for a challenge, Nuzlocke challenges notwithstanding. Instead, from what I can tell, most fans of the main series Pokémon games simply explain their like for Pokémon as liking the strategy and complexity behind the metagame, which is cool and all, but is completely inapplicable to me, who have never really battled competitively. So if it's not the strategy and the metagame that I like about Pokémon, then why do I like it? I'd struggled a bit with finding a reason, but eventually I realized what it was: exploration. After all, the one aspect of Pokémon that I love is how varied it is. The only link between many stories and settings is that they include magical creatures called Pokémon. Beyond that, you could have whatever you want, and it would fit perfectly fine as a Pokémon work. Characters, settings, thematic elements, music, it can all be whatever you want. One of the most integral parts of the Pokémon franchise is exploring how different these other elements can be. For most people, the phrase Pokémon brings to mind either the anime world of Ash's travels with Pikachu and his friends, or the main series games like Pokémon Red or Heart Gold or Platinum or Sapphire. But there are so many other diverse parts of the franchise that are pretty awesome. I'm personally not a big fan of the trading card game or the manga, but they are just as much a part of the Pokémon community as the anime or the video games. Furthermore, one of Pokémon's greatest strengths is its diverse selection of so-called side games or spin-off games, games like the Pokémon Mystery Dungeon series, Pokémon Conquest, or Pokémon Snap. Taking exploration more literally, one of the interesting parts of the games is the setting and world building. Each of the regions vary from each other. Hoenn is a tropical island, Ouray is a desert, Ransei is feudal Japan. But even within a region, caves, paths, forests, cities, and buildings all differ greatly from each other. Goldenrod City in Johto is not the same as Relic Forest in Ouray, and neither is the same as Pokémon Square and Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Red and Blue Rescue Teams. Games like The Legend of Zelda are, of course, also about exploration, but one of the advantages of the Pokémon world is that it's a contemporary setting. Unlike the sort of medieval setting of The Legend of Zelda, the Pokémon world gives the player a sense of appreciation of real-life modern cities as well as of common natural phenomena like volcanoes or snow or darkness. Music is another key setting-building element. Harmonicas in the Ouray game reflect the Wild Wild West setting, exemplified by the harmonica background of the Outskirts stand. A lot of Sinnoh's cities are jazzy, like Veilstone City, while the more natural areas have calmer music, like Floraroma Town. The Ranger School in Pokémon Rangers Shadows of Almia is a very upbeat and childlike melody, but not at night. While the final location, which I won't say so as not to spoil the game, has background music that gives an amazing sense of impending doom. And the interesting mix of traditional Japanese pentatonic music and modern games like Metal and Pokémon Conquest reflects the game's nature as a historical crossover with modern elements. Overall, Pokémon music, regardless of the game, tends to enhance these settings. Culture in the Pokémon world is an interesting topic, and not one usually addressed. No one can deny that Pokémon, creatures with magical abilities, have a profound effect on society in the Pokémon world. Children, 10 years old in the anime and 11 in the games, are able to go across the world searching for Pokémon all the time and getting into and out of dangerous situations. These fire-breathing and mountain-crushing creatures, ironically, seem to promote world peace. In fact, aside from the villainous teams, everyone seems to be extremely friendly to everyone else. Additionally, a number of jobs revolve around Pokémon. Aside from the obvious trainers, gym leaders, and Elite Four members, there are also coordinators, researchers, nurses, professors, watchers, move tutors, daycare owners, rangers, and so many more. At the same time, Pokémon can help with daily life, such as Mimey, Delia Ketchum's Mr. Mime, who helps her with the housework, or Amphi the Ampharos, who illuminates the Olivine Lighthouse. That's just in the main series games and the anime. Pokémon Snap is about a Pokémon photographer who simply wants to record Pokémon in their natural habitats. In both the Poképark series and the Pokémon Mystery Dungeon series, Pokémon use their abilities to rescue others in need. In the latter, a whole career can be made out of being a rescue team. The Pokémon Ranger series is similar, except that humans are involved in directing the Pokémon. Conversely, in Pokémon Conquest, warriors use Pokémon to take over each other's kingdoms in a great, but surprisingly non-violent war. Pokémon Colosseum and XD take this idea of attacking with Pokémon to the extreme. Cypher wants to use brainwashed Pokémon to physically force people into subservience. As you can probably tell from this brief listing of a few Pokémon games, Pokémon is also diverse in terms of tone and theme. Some of these games, like Colosseum and XD, can get rather dark, with plenty of physical violence and a look at the dark side of brainwashing. Other games like Pokémon Dash are completely just light fluff. Most Pokémon works, in particular the main series games and the anime, fall squarely in between the two extremes. Of special note, from what I've heard, the manga is apparently the darkest and grittiest canonical Pokémon work. However, I have not read any of them, so I cannot say definitively. Thematically, Pokémon is more complex than it may seem. There's the obvious, almost ubiquitous theme of friendship. The whole idea of Pokémon is that the bond between a trainer and his or her Pokémon strengthens them, physically and spiritually. This theme is rather simple, but it provides the entire foundation of the Pokémon franchise. Beyond friendship, nature is heavily emphasized. Some anime episodes focus on keeping nature in balance. Similarly, Pokémon Rangers explicitly have a job to protect nature. However, at the same time, modern technology is equally embraced. Many scientists are held in high regard, though many are also villainous. Pokémon Center is the most welcoming place to trainers use all sorts of devices. The Pokéball itself is a feat of great technological wonder. Technology itself is not good or evil. Good and evil is presented as a personal choice, a decision that hinges on one's morals. Is power more important than friendship? Is a soul an acceptable thing to destroy? Is money what drives the world? Is war worth it? Exploration of all these themes and many more is an important part of the Pokémon franchise. Finally, in our real world, the Pokémon Company has taken exploration to a new level, an exploration of each other's cultures and languages. Japanese culture certainly slips its way into the anime and games, onigiri rice balls for example, or all but 3 of the 201 characters in Pokémon Conquest. And some settings are based on real-life locations, such as the Sea Temple in Pokémon Ranger and the Temple of the Sea, based on the Colosseum in Rome. But with the release of the 6th generation, Pokémon itself has gone international. The Pokémon Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube accounts allow fans from all over the world to connect to the same news at the same time in multiple languages. And of course, Pokémon X and Y appear to be the first multilingual game, getting around the region locking of the 3DS. Every game, regardless of region, can be played in 7 different languages: English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Japanese, and Korean. Having gotten Heart Gold in French, I can attest to the fact that Pokémon can help with learning foreign languages. After all, there are relatively few things that are directly translated between languages that entertain us in the way that Pokémon does. Pokémon is therefore a great tool for internationality, combating over-anglicization of language and the internet. All in all, Pokémon is a great exploration of life. A major part of many of the games is the exploration of the Pokémon world, but at the same time, the franchise explores so many other things: music, culture, language, occupations, themes. With a great variety of pretty much everything in the Pokémon canon, I think I can safely say that Pokémon is awesome. And that in itself is a great reason to like Pokémon.